record. Okay. So now we will play the call again. When you start hearing it, just give me a thumbs up, okay?
Well,
Hi, my name is Chris. I'm speaking with Eric.
okay.
I'm just reaching out regarding a house at State Road 23. Yeah, we just wanted to see if you ever consider selling.
I may be doing that, yeah.
Oh, that's actually perfect. Well, is the house vacant or is that rental?
I live in it.
Oh,
Actually, I just had it appraised in December for $177,000.
oh, I see then.
Mhm.
How long have you owned the house?
July will be 20 years.
Oh, wow, that's actually a long time. Is the house still in a good shape?
It's pretty rough. It needs a lot of work.
I see then.
Mm-hmm.
And have you been thinking of?
Okay, so like we talked about yesterday, remember we should, when he said it needs a lot of work, always ask him to dive a little further into that, okay? And
Specific.
once you listen to my call, you'll understand what kind of condition this place is in.
Do you have a particular price in mind for the house?
Well, I just had it appraised in December at $177,000.
177,000. All right.
Yeah.
And what's keeping you from fixing it up?
My time and money.
I see then.
Yeah.
And can you still remember what does the inside look like? Can you?
And obviously you know that, right? Don't ask him if he remembers what the inside looks like because he lives in it.
Just living it. Yeah.
Confirm how many beds and baths for that one?
Let's see. How many beds and baths? It has one bathroom. It has one bedroom on the main floor and it has two upstairs.
Pretty much, that's 3 bedrooms. I see
Yeah.
that. And if ever our company will be interested in the house, how soon are you looking to sell?
Ooh, I don't know about that. Maybe a couple months.
I see that.
Yeah.
But you don't have any plans of doing a renovation for that one?
Not at the moment, no.
I see.
So good. So that was good. So you're asking all the questions on the script, but you definitely sound a little more conversational on this call. And you're asking the questions, but you're, you're not. It doesn't sound to me like you're reading off of a script, so that's good.
Didn't.
Yeah, it'll need a renovation, no.
I see. All right.
Yeah,
And
it's
have you
pretty
been?
rough.
Okay. It's all right. Well, have you been thinking of selling it?
Okay, so he's told you twice, right, that the place needs work. So, what does that indicate to you?
That the house really needs to
We have for a while now.
work.
For a little while, yeah.
Yeah, indicates that it needs work, of course. But then, secondly, that you should probably be asking, oh, what's it need?
What's specific?
Yeah.
What kind of work it needs?
Okay.
Yeah.
And by the way, you mentioned 177. If pay no commissions, no closing costs.
So you're doing good that you're asking this question. I'd like you to frame it a little differently. Say, hey, you mentioned you had it appraised for 177,000. So use the word so you're kind of repeating what he said. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
And we pay all the title and escrow fees. Is that the best price that you can do for us?
I may be willing to negotiate, but we'll see what you offer.
Of course. Well, by the way, making an offer is actually my manager's job. Well, they'll be calling you either today or tomorrow to put together an offer for you. Would that be okay?
Sure. Yeah, why not? We'll talk about it.
Perfect. Is this your best callback number?
Yeah. Yeah, this is my only number.
I see that. And do you have any other houses that you might be looking to sell aside from this one?
No, this is my only property.
Okay, then. Well, thank you so much for your time, Eric. You have a wonderful day.
What's your name?
Oh, my name is Chris.
Chris. And who are you with? Are you with an investment team or LAC?
Yeah. That's going to be Lighthouse Company.
So it's Lighthouse Properties, not Lighthouse Company.
Company. Okay.
Okay.
Lighthouse Properties.
So Lighthouse Properties.
We'll be sending you a message after this call so that we'll be able to forward this one out to my manager, and my manager will be the one who's going to contact you either today or tomorrow.
Okay. All right. Sure.
All right, then. Well, thanks so much for your time. You have a good day.
Okay. So good. Obviously, a few things to work on that call. But you know, you got the information. You listened to what he said. Um, Obviously, I know you didn't kind of pull all the information out of him that we wanted, but we're just gonna listen to my call straight through, so that you could see how I talked to him. Okay.
Sure.
And I literally just got off the phone with him before I got on this call.
Right.
Hello.
Hey, Eric, this is Marcus. How you doing, sir?
Can you hear it?
Good. How are you?
Good. Hey, I think you spoke to my assistant Chris the other day about your house on State Road 23.
Yeah.
So you might be.
Yeah. I missed your call yesterday, or somebody's call. I was busy with work.
Yeah. It's all good, man. So you have a few minutes to talk?
Sure. Got a couple minutes.
All right. So I listened to the call that you had with him. It looks like you had it appraised for 177. You said it needs a little bit of work.
Yeah.
Let me ask you first. If we were to buy it from you, would you need to stay in it after we close, or do you have the ability to move before we close?
I would have to stay in it for a little while until I found a new place. Maybe
Okay.
30 days or something.
Okay, so basically, what I'm doing, I'm summarizing the call he had with you. Okay, so he doesn't have to fucking repeat himself. He had it appraised 177, needs some work. The one thing he said was like his timeline was a couple of months. That's why I asked him, hey, if we made a deal with you, would you be able to move? Right? So I'm just covering all the details that you did, so we're not repeating ourselves, okay?
Like that.
Cool. Okay. And then you said it needed a little bit of work. Can you tell me a little bit about that?
It needs a lot of work. It's going to need a complete renovation, in my opinion.
Okay, so you see how he almost said the same thing to me that he said to you, right?
Yep.
So now listen to how I respond to that.
But I'm not into this. I've never done renovation. So I bought it in 2005. It was a fixer-upper then. Okay,
Yeah.
Probably should have never passed inspections because on a VA, it's a VA loan.
Okay.
But so I lost my career like 3 years later. No fault of my own, but I've been on my back foot just trying to keep a steady career going. So
I hear
kind of
you.
want to get out of it now. It's just me, and I'm the only person in it. It's a lot of house for me.
They were a little more loosey-goosey back in 2005 on, what they would
Yeah.
approve.
Yeah, that's for sure. They didn't care. They just signed off on it, kind of thing. And
Yeah.
So do you see what I did there?
A little more conversational, Moran. You get in touch with.
Yeah, I'm acknowledging what he said. I'm making him feel comfortable by making a stupid joke, but just making him feel comfortable so then he wants to fucking chit chat more.
It needs a lot of work. It needs, kitchen, bath, everything, windows, you name it.
Like, does it need a roof? Like, basically everything?
Yeah. Yep. Probably down to the frame,
Yeah. So when you had it appraised, did they, do a visual inspection, or they just kind of did, a desktop appraisal?
Okay, so see, that's something that obviously you don't have the knowledge of. But remember what an appraisal is? Can you tell me?
Yeah, the one is actually checking the assets, just like a realtor. They'll be the one who's going to tell you how much it costs.
Okay, so you said that in a weird way, but I'll accept that. They tell you how much the house is worth, not how much it cost.
Yeah, worth.
They tell you exactly how much the house is worth if you were to list it on the real estate market.
Yeah.
And the two ways that they could do that is either walk through the house and do a visual inspection on the house, or they could do what's called a desktop appraisal, where they just look on their computer at other comps that are that same size and look at it that way.
I don't know what they did. They didn't come inside. They must have done a desktop. They did an outside.
Yeah. Okay.
So.
Okay, so, considering all that, without even walking into it, because we do a lot of rehabs, Usually we're spending, for a house like that, not counting the roof, not counting the windows, and like if you need to like replace the furniture or something, it doesn't include the big ticket items. It's basically only like flooring, a kind of a basic bathroom, and a basic kitchen. We're spending like in between $45 and $50 a square foot, even a little more right now. So
Okay.
However many square feet this place is times 50. It's a 1,500 square foot, so do some math for you real quick. Times 50.
Yeah, the upstairs, like the attic's in pretty good shape. It's just the main floor.
Yeah, so we're looking at like probably a 75 to 90 grand rehab.
Yeah. So what?
That's like it is what it is, and then obviously we need to make a few bucks. So,
Right.
you're looking at something that's. I know it looks like you owe, about 50 on it or something like that.
Actually, I have a second mortgage, so I owe 150.
Okay. Yeah.
I'd have to have at least that.
Yeah. I don't know if we can make that happen. To be honest with you.
Okay, that's fine. It is what it is.
Yeah. So what? If you'd be willing to like carry the note, maybe we could come out and take a look at it, kind of thing. But I mean, there's if there's a significant amount of work that needs to be done, it's the rehab is what it is. It's not like it's not like a guessing game when it comes to that because it just costs what it costs.
Right. Right.
So, but I mean, is that something you'd be willing to do?
What's that? Would you
Like-
say carry the note?
Yeah, carry the note on it while we rehabbed it, and then when we resold it, we could pay you off.
Ooh, no, I kind of went out from under it completely.
Yeah, I hear you. So, I mean, what are you gonna do?
I don't know. Guess I'll just stay in it for now.
Yeah. Okay. Well, how about this, man? If you want, I know my project manager Jason will be around next week. We could come out and take a look at it, see if it's like as bad as you're kind of saying it is. And,
I'm telling you, it's bad, man.
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
see if
I
we
mean,
can help.
like the kitchen is down to the subfloor right now.
Oh wow.
'Cause, it had like this carpeting and linoleum, and so I tore that out because it was just old, and underneath it was like this old pine, like almost just pine flooring. I ripped that out too, so it's down to the subfloor.
Okay. Matt, I mean, do you want to say it like that, or do you want to get rid of it? I mean, what are you thinking?
I got to do something. I don't know what I can do, at this point. Kind of just stuck in it. But if I have to stay stuck in it, I'll do that too.
Fuck that. That's no fun,
Yeah, ain't no kidding.
So what?
But
okay.
it is what it is.
So let's say I could basically clear your mortgages. What would you do from there, like as far as where you'd go?
I'd probably in an apartment or something.
Okay.
So I'm in this. Okay, I'm in this community by myself here. I don't have any connections here. My family's all scattered, so I may even relocate to a different part of the state. In a couple of years.
Okay, cool. That's what I was kind of wondering. I was like, I hope you're not planning on like making enough to buy a new house too, because sometimes I'll talk to people and they're like, oh, well, I need enough for a new house. I'm like, dude, your house ain't worth that much. New houses are definitely worth a lot more than whatever I can use.
I mean, it's a big old house with a big property. It's a half an acre. It's just a lot. It's just me taking care of it. So it's just too much for me to handle.
Yeah, I understand.
Really. So.
All right. Well, I mean, would you be willing to let us come take a look at it at least, see what we can figure out on it?
Sure. Yeah, you can take a look.
All right. My guy Jason will be around. He sells life insurance besides working for me, so he's going to be out until like Tuesday or something. So I'll give him a call Tuesday morning, see what time will work for him. Is there a particular day or time that is good for you?
You can do weekends or any time after say 4:30.
Okay, cool. Well, I'll call him Tuesday morning.
I do work.
Yeah, I hear you. So I'll call him Tuesday, see exactly what will work for him, and then I'll probably call you, see what we can get figured out.
Okay. All right. Sounds good.
Cool. Appreciate it, Eric. Have a good one.
Yeah. Thanks a lot. Yeah, you too, bud.
All All right, man. So what did you think of that?
Yeah, so pretty much the motivation is really the money. He just doesn't want him to make any changes to that one. So it is what it is. And then you did mention too. You were asking if you could pay the mortgage, and then about repairing and stuff. Is that right? So you're asking me if he's gonna repair it first, and then you're gonna pay or something like that.
Yeah. So,
I think fine.
something that we do instead of like just buying it from them, sometimes we will like make a deal with the seller if they owe too much on it and there's no way for us to buy it cash. We say, hey, we'll sign an agreement with you, basically saying we'll pay you, a price, whatever it may be, and we're gonna fix the property and then resell it. And then after when we resell it on the back end, then we pay them.
Right.
It's called like a novation agreement. That's what it's called. But uh, usually you call it just like carrying the note because kind of people who aren't in real estate don't understand what a novation agreement is. But basically, yeah, we would take possession of the house. It would like technically be ours, but and he would just be carrying a mortgage for us, and then we would do like a rehab or whatever, and then when we flip it and resell it, then he would get paid off through that. Um, so that's something that I've never personally done that before. But something you always throw out there because what I'm trying to do basically is tell the guy that he has no options. That's why I'm asking about different circumstances. Like, oh, well, I already kind of told him a cash price. He can't accept that. Now I told him another option. Well, he can't accept that either. So what are you gonna do, right? So for this guy, like I think maybe like a short sale would probably be the best thing. Uh, which is something that you could do in real estate basically if you're like underwater on the house, which it sounds like he is. But you know, that's another lesson for another day. But yeah, so I just wanted you to kind of see the back end calls that we make, and obviously I have no script really for when I call these people back, but I'm always trying to ascertain motivation. Um, what's their timeline, that kind of thing, and a price basically. So, and we went through all that, and you know he's definitely super motivated, but the shitty part about it, he just owes too much on the house to have it make any sense for us, honestly.
So that's why the price is you're still looking for the price. I believe you mentioned about 150.
Yeah,
Right.
that's it. He owes that in mortgages, so like you can't really you can't do anything about mortgage. You have to pay him off when you sell a house. When it transfers ownership, those have to be satisfied unless you do a short sale, which basically you go to the bank and tell them like, I can't pay the mortgage. This place is also not worth the shit. Um, so basically like this person is willing to pay this much. Can we do it? Kind of thing. So the bank also has to be willing to do it, and then I think he has to not make payments for a few months. So it really kind of fucks his credit, to do something like that. But upside is, he doesn't have money to rehab the house, and he gets to get out of a old shitty house that's like basically in horrible fucking shape, and he gets to go live in a new place and feel better about himself. So it helps. It helps some people, and it's the right solution for some people. For that particular guy, that might be like the best decision. But okay. So now we'll move on to some scripting real quick. I'll just have you run through it one time with me,
Okay.
and then we'll go from there. Okay.
All right.
So ring ring. Hello.
Hi, is Marcus there?
Yeah. How'd you get my number?
Right. Well, My assistant did a public record search to see who was on the title, and your name and number came up. Um, I'm just calling regarding a house at 123 Main Street. Does that ring a bell?
Okay, so do me a favor. So don't have the script pulled up in front of you. I just want you to go based off of memory.
Oh, okay.
Okay. This is how you're gonna learn. Because I can tell you're reading, right?
Yeah.
So, and I know when you're on phone calls, you're probably not sitting reading off the script. You're kind of just going based off of your memory. So the best way to do what you're doing on phone calls is do that during scripting. Obviously, I know you know the script, for the most part, but just leave it off. If there's something you stumble over, we'll pull up the script, read it a few times, then we'll go back to it. I want you to start trying to memorize it. So, minimize the script. We'll start from the top again, okay? So, ring, ring, hello.
Hi, is Marcus there?
Yes, it's him.
Right, well, my name is Chris. I was just calling regarding a house at 123 Main Street. Does that ring a bell?
How the fuck did you get my number?
Right, well, my assistant did a public record search to see who was on the title, and your name and number came up. We just wanted to see if you ever considered selling.
I don't know. I get a lot of these calls, man. Are you just gonna make me a low ball offer?
Right, well, we only make a fair offers, and our goal is to create win-win transactions. Now, have you ever considered selling the house?
I've thought about it.
Oh, that's actually perfect. Well, we're actually looking to buy a few more houses in the area, especially this month. Now, is the house vacant or is that being rented out?
I'm not sure to be honest.
Oh, okay. Now, how long have you owned the house?
Like 30 years, something like that.
Oh, that's actually too long. Wow, that's actually great. Now, is the house still in a good shape or does it need a little work?
Uh, House is in pretty good shape. Um, I guess I don't know. I haven't been there in 4 or 5 years, but you know.
I see, I got you. Can you still remember what does the inside look like the pads and baths?
Uh, yeah, it's a little 2 bed, 1 bath house. It's a tiny little house.
Okay. And if ever our company will be interested in a house, do you have a particular price in mind?
I don't know. I mean, I'm sure you're sitting there looking at a picture of it on the internet. I mean, I know you probably know the market. What are you guys gonna give me for it?
Right. Well, making an offer is actually my manager's job. Well, my job is just to check if you would even consider selling. Now,
Uh,
so the
I mean, I don't really know what houses in the neighborhood are going for, and I guess just have your manager call me back.
I got you. No worries. Now, how soon are you looking to sell?
I mean, shit, man. I'm almost 84 years old, so I'd be looking to get rid of it as soon as I could.
I see then. And if ever if ever our company will be interested, what are you gonna do with the money?
Um,
Is that gonna be your retirement fee?
nah, I got plenty of money. I'd probably just maybe buy a new RV or go on a trip down to Florida. I'm not sure yet.
Oh, that's actually nice. That's gonna be a very nice, especially for the age like you. Going on an adventure. Now, how soon are you looking to sell?
Um, I mean, like I said, I mean, if you guys gave me the right price and it sounded real good, I could talk to my wife about it and see if we can make a deal today.
All right. Well, I got you. Right. Well, thank you for providing me the details for this one, yeah, Marcus. Well, as I've said, my manager will be the one who's going to contact you either today or tomorrow to put together an offer for you. Is this your best callback number?
Yeah.
Okay, then. And do you happen to have any other houses that you might consider selling aside from this one?
Maybe, man, but let's talk about this one first, dude. I don't really want to, sign my whole life away for no reason.
No worries. And as I said, you mentioned that you don't have any price in mind for the house. If we pay all the title, and you're not going to be paying no commissions, no closing costs, do you have any price in mind for that one?
Okay, so do you have that on a piece of paper?
Hang on. Yeah, there we go.
So
You
let,
want me to read it out?
let me hear you read that 3 times.
Yeah, if you pay all title and escrow fees, this is the most common thing I always forgot, the escrow fees. Yeah, if you pay all title and escrow fees, you pay no commissions and no closing costs, is that the best price you can do for us? If you pay all the title and escrow fees, you pay no commissions and no closing costs, is that the best price you can do for us? If you pay all the title and escrow fees, you pay no commissions and no closing costs, is that the best price you can do for us?
Good. Okay. So now minimize that and
Yeah,
ask me that again.
yeah. If you pay no, ah, come on.
You got it, bro. That's why we script.
Right. Yeah. If we pay all the title and escrow fees, and you're not gonna pay no commission and no closing costs, is that the best, or do you have a price in mind for the house?
Nope, don't ask that. How does it read on your script?
Oh, okay. I thought we were gonna be applying that. Because you haven't told me any price yet, so I don't
Okay.
think it's gonna
Yeah.
be there.
Okay. You're right. So if we pay all title and escrow fees, no commissions, no closing costs, what do you think's the best price that you can give us? Ask it that way.
Oh, hang on. Okay.
Go.
Yeah, if you pay all the title and escrow fees and you pay no commissions, no closing costs, what would be the best price you can do for us?
I mean, I don't know, man. I'm really not sure to be honest with you.
Okay, it is actually okay. Well, thank you again for the time for this one. Now, you do have a wonderful day, Marcus.
Good. All right. So how do you feel scripting without looking at the script?
It's actually good. Though that call that I have, I'll look at the script um with the escrow fees every time because I jungled my words letters for this first word. If you pay all the time and that specific escrow fees, that's I always forgot because I always mentioned you pay no commissions, no closing costs. That's what I usually tell. So I need to go back to the script. Reading this one out, but on the script that we have, which is the original one, that's I'm okay with that one. I can work with that.
All right.
For price in mind or something like that. Yeah, I can work with that one. It's
Good.
just I'm getting a hold of this escrow fees.
I hear you. Okay. Well, yeah. Just we'll try to keep doing that. I think this is a good way for you to learn. Because if all this stuff is kind of like just in your head, then you could, chit chat with the people, and you don't have to necessarily worry about like, oh, am I asking all the questions because you already know all the questions, right? So it's a little easier
Yeah.
for you. All right, man. Well, go ahead and just hop on the dialer. If you have any questions or anything, let me know. Yeah, let's try to get some more calls like that Eric guy and get some motivated sellers, okay?
Yeah.
All right, bro. Have a good day.
Have a good day. Thanks, Marcus.
Bye. All right, that was scripting for January 16th, 2025. We listened to some calls, listened to my call, did some scripting. So that was it.